welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hoka. I'm an empath. I just like to do these little talks on how I'm taking the energies. I'm an Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon in Eastern and Western Astrology too. Feeling the fire and feeling the juice, the soul juice. You know, photosynthesis, light travels. Traveling, through little pockets of energy. It's how ideas are transferred. That's how I see it sometimes in my mind anyway. I'm a space cadet. I've always been more about the stars and the planet than the people. Yeah. Anyway, it's more consistency, The world might be a little wonky off its axis a little bit, but the stars, they're pretty stationary. Yeah. I've always liked to learn astronomy and stuff, placements and things, Cassiopeia. Kind of derives from my fascination with Greek mythology and astrology, and it's all connected because we're all connected. We just get our information from few different places. But anyway, I just been hanging out at home. I did go out early yesterday and today just for a quick run. Get out, get home. It's so active. Everybody's all out and about. But where I'm sitting now, it's real quiet. But I know that there's a lot of activities going on. It's like free park weekend and fishing or something. And then there's fundraisers all over. And, everybody's saving their own little part of the world. That's kind of why I'm here, too. But full moon's tomorrow in Gemini, and I think Gemini is my ascendant. It's my rising in Vedic, so that's my relation. That's how I relate, So when I think about where Gemini sits in my house, I can't remember where it is right now, but and what that represents, and how I navigate through life emotionally in that area. That's how I can identify Gemini. So when people go, "Oh, I'm a Gemini," that's how I make my connection to them. Yeah. The more you have in common with other people, I found it kind of determines how big your world is. Like people that like sports, their world is huge. From playing when they're a kid, maybe growing up to pros and just have, that's a big world. That the NFL and all that pro stuff, that's a big world that people are a part of that I have never been a part of. The stuff I've been in alignment with has always been like, I saw Gary Zukav's first interview. It's always been spiritual soul stuff. It always has been. Always tried to get people haven't been too warm and receptive to me because I always talk from my heart, and mostly from my heart. And then when I started drinking, I have no filter anyway, so that was a bunch of learning lessons, because we're all just spirits trying to have a human experience. That's all that we are. We're trying to have all these vast experiences, and the trick of it is you don't get to take from other people to do that, though. There's a lot of universal laws that people don't know about, and karmic laws that people have an idea about, but it's loose, and they don't really live it, because self-will is more prevalent these days, and self-will is as I see it, has gotten people to a place of indifference. It's just indifference, and indifference is more painful than hate or rejection, because they can't find enough gumption or whatnot in themselves to care about themselves, to care about other things. It's really quite unfortunate, and it's kind of showing itself across the main stage. I call the main stage the world, because we're all just it's just a bunch of freaking phooey. It's just a bunch of people freaking pretending to be people that they're not, acting like gangsters and big business and big men and all this stuff, the art of the deal and all that stuff, and it's another part of the world that I have no interest in. I have interested in creating and ideas and all this stuff. I don't know why I never understood all these tariffs and stuff, because we have the ability and capability to make all this stuff here. Just make it in house, you know. Just freaking, why don't we just, I did a video called Heyoka for President, people really should check out, you know. Why don't we just heal the infrastructure here and get a lot of those service people that are sitting around, because, oh yeah, don't let them trick you. There's a lot of sitting around. Let me tell you, if it's fucking supported and endorsed and funded by anything federally related, there's a lot of sitting around and nothing going on, you know. Lack of accountability. People don't have initiative. Yeah, you know what initiative is? Initiative is not just, you know, it's a little step above integrity. Integrity is like, you know, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Initiative is getting your ass up and going out and looking for stuff to do to make better. But, you know, I guess if you don't make enough profit from doing that, then why bother? Or if there aren't enough cameras on you, why bother, right? If people aren't looking to see how wonderful you are and all the trash that you're picking up, then you're just not going to pick up the trash, right? Because things only matter if you get credit for it, right? Yeah. So, I just have been meditating a lot and just picturing a world that I want to live in, you know, because what about us? What about the people that don't want to live in wars, zones, war-riddled, a planet where it's just, there's parts of this world that have been devastated by freaking egos and their freaking 200, their $1 million missiles and their freaking stupid ships made out of men that need to eat Viagra to be men and all this stuff, you know. You know, it's lack of integrity, it's lack of initiative. It's just, it's all ego. So when I look around and I'm just like, I see, it's the older I get, you know, and it doesn't take me away from going out and just enjoying myself to watch the show, you know. Because there's quite a show out, you know. There's quite a show. I don't know what kind of truths are going to come out, because truths are only going to be seen if people are willing to see them, you know. There's truths flying around all over the place. There's truth everywhere, but people, if they're like, nope, I'm not going to see it because I have this ideology, and if I accept something else outside of my ideology, then how am I supposed to be able to control my world? That's funny. Because you don't get to control your world. You just get to control how you react in the world. Self-soothe. I'm seeing more stuff in the mainstream media about UFOs being real, and now people are just like, accept it. Deal with it. It's your new norm. Okay, so everything else that you said that wasn't true, that's all true now too, right? Right? It's just nonsense. I made some notes yesterday. I was listening to a talk yesterday, is one of the Editor Casey channels that I listen to, and someone says we have a connection whether we come into consciousness or not, and that's what the kicker of it is we're all just different freaking aspects of the same, different shades of the same color wheel, and most people don't even know they're just part of a color wheel, so they're floating around going, I hate you because you're this color, and I hate you because you're that, and I hate, you know, this political stance or that political stance, and it's just like, yeah, you're the hater in this incarnation, but next incarnation, you might be one of those other things that you hate. But, you know, it's fun to watch people on their path and to see where they are, you know, because some little kids are freaking way farther than I am. Those are the ones that I think are fun to watch, you know, and every now and again. But what else did I say? It's like Sadhguru, I think, used that example a couple years ago. I heard it. It's like when a bird is flying over a lake, the bird doesn't care if the lake is excited that it has its reflection in it. Oh, you know, the lake's all, whoopee, there's a bird, you know, flying above me, and I'm reflecting it. Whoopee, look it up. So, you know, the bird doesn't care, he's just flying. And then the lake isn't thinking, you know, I wonder if the bird sees himself and thinks he looks okay. No, it doesn't happen like that. A lot of things just are. But people have to freaking put importance and stuff on weird stuff. Weird stuff. You know, stuff that when you die you can't take with you. That's what I think of when I heard that we have a connection, whether we come into consciousness or not. And there's a lot of people that aren't going to come into consciousness in this lifetime, but you know that's all right. They'll be reincarnated and they'll get to go through these lessons all again, and we'll just wish them well. We are all connected. Your hate for me. We are all connected, so when people hate me, they're seeing parts of themselves that they hate in themselves. And I do the same thing. When I see things in other people that I'm just like, oh my god, I can't freaking stand that. When I do that, I have to immediately ask myself, what is it about me? What is it? What is it? What is it? And then I'm like, oh, okay. I thank them for their lesson, my lesson, and bid them good day. So I think it's kind of cool that more people are having a dialogue of, you know, having conversations from their heart and sharing from their heart and getting on the same page, you know, clearing up boundaries and things like that, you know, and I think the strength of relationship is contingent on the desire of both parties to want to stay in it, you know. So that's all I got for today. I'm surprised Benny stayed quiet this whole time. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.